thank you for those kind words. I'd like to thank you all for being here today. I'd especially like to thank my family for the wonderful support and the nudgings that they've given me to pursue this opportunity. Anne has always been kind of my guiding light and told me what to do in a loving and kind way. She's never raised her voice, and I love her for that. Today, I am excited to announce my intention to seek the Democratic nomination for United States Senate from the great state of Utah. I have made the decision to seek this office because I feel that over the last 2 decades, the public, which is you and me, has been systematically shut out from the decisions that affect our lives. If there is one word that has come to define the political process in the last 2 years, it is change. Everyone wants change, but there is disagreement on how to achieve it. Over the next many months of this campaign, I will speak out clearly and definitively on the issues that we as a public want to address. I am running for this office to do what the founders of this nation intended when they created this government. I am running to speak for you, for the people of Utah. Over the course of this campaign, I want to hear your stories. I want to know what you want from your government. Starting today, I want the people that were once called the silent majority to speak up. A famous quote states, "Decisions are made by those who show up." Now is the time for each one of us to take the challenge to heart and to show up. Silent majorities will not overcome the great challenges this nation is facing. We either work together to solve the problems, or we lose. I do not enter this political arena lightly, but I do have some questions that I would like to have answered. Why has our public debate on the critical issues facing our nation degenerated into buzzwords designed to inflame, incite, and frighten us when we need our courage the most? Why is every word spoken by public officials examined, re-examined, categorized, and denigrated by radio and television talk show hosts in search of an audience? Why does it take a budget the size of a third world country to run for public office? And why is the movement for campaign finance reform that the public so clearly wants not being acknowledged? Why do political hopefuls think the only way to win public approval is by blaming and trashing their opponent? What happened to the ability to respectfully disagree? I am entering this race because we are facing critical problems, and there are issues we as the public need to address. We need to be heard. Utah needs to be heard. I realize that I am not your typical politician, and frankly, that will be a good thing. As a small business owner for the past 40 years, I have had a very unique opportunity to understand the intricacies of health care as an employer, an IHC board member, as past chairman of the Salt Lake Valley Health Department, and as a father and grandfather. With success in November 2010, Utahns will benefit from the practical experience, knowledge, and compassion I bring on a subject that touches all of us. As a business owner, as former chairman for Beehive Credit Union, and as a former member of the Utah Micro Loan Fund, I have seen how honest banking measures can lift the dreams of families in Utah with proper oversight and regulation. This experience qualifies me to guide the economy in the direction Utah needs it to go. I realize that with the transformative nature the federal government is currently going through, there are challenges ahead. I am satisfied to say I am up for the challenge. I believe that the difference between an obstacle and an opportunity is simply our attitude towards it and our willingness to face it. I bring an attitude of hope and dedication to the people of Utah. As a party to the restructuring of Utah's liquor laws, I have proved that I am capable of listening to differing opinions and forming a consensus. This country was built on a tradition of freedom of ideas and thoughtful compromise. When our Constitution was drafted in the summer of 1787, honest, intelligent men with different ideas came together to build a nation that would not only endure but would prosper. Despite their differing ideas, compromise was reached. These men set a standard of conduct that we must follow today. The time for fiery rhetoric, condemnation of others, and blind partisanship is past. We need to speak up and come together as a nation. We cannot afford to sit back and let others control our future. We must put all ideas on the table, shoulder our responsibility as citizens, and find a path forward for this country, because this country can and must work for everyone. God bless America and this great state of Utah. Thank you.